what? Tell me three things that were tough, difficult for you with Paris Latino in particular, and like the whole making parties, and then three things that you're very grateful for from 2024 and all the experiences you had,
Maybe one of the most difficult things is,
or challenges, like something you struggle with.
I believe that we still have to break this little ceiling when it comes down to like the 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 balance of the financials of a party like this, of a project like this.
Mm.
You see like other parties like in similar scale to ours in different countries, because they're like, I'm a German party that I'm gonna make German music for German people. You have German companies that say, hey, take my money, let me help you grow. Well, in
Mm.
Norway, I believe that's been one of my struggles, like still having faith that we have to fight, we have to continue, and one day, like the industry of
Mm.
Norway will value what we have done and say,
Right.
let us help you help Norway. So that has
Right.
been one of my little pain points this year, because we look at this, bro. Like we're watching the web banner of the party.
Yeah.
Never before has something like that been done.
Right, because we so to drive your point home, we haven't got any financial sponsorship money the last 7 years. So every risk, every investment has been from our pockets,
Yep.
and every loss, every difficulty has been directly to us. It's not like we can just like, hey, let's go bankrupt and let's go. Like we have struggled with that part. So I agree. Like that has been like a thing that you need to swallow. And in the beginning, nobody's gonna care about who
No.
you are and your vision. Oh, this is the uh, sad but true. But don't get discouraged.
Yes.
Nobody cares about you until you have accomplished something big.
Mm-hmm.
And you can call it sad, you can whine about it, but that is just how the world works. And you have to have the guts and the stamina. Here is when people actually like, oh, you're popular, you're cool, you're big, now we want to be a part of you. And
Mm-hmm.
here's like, you're nobody, you're just starting out. This whole gap, working your ass off and nobody's like recognizing you, failure, 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 all a little bit of recognition, all of a sudden you're big, everybody wants to be your friend. That part is like the thing that most people I think wouldn't go through with a business model like this,
Yes.
you know. And like, why would we go through so much trouble just to make a reggaeton party, you know? Because I think most people are like, oh, let's rent a venue, let's book a reggaeton DJ, and we will call this a reggaeton party. And it's like, let's keep it like very simple. You have people that do this very like with financial motives. They don't like actually.
They want to earn money for
They,
making a party.
yeah, and they want to like earn a couple bucks in a small production, and it's like a paycheck, a monthly paycheck, which is fine.
Of
It's
course.
totally fine. But if you want to do something big, if you want to like have lasting memories, like
Create an impact, creating a legacy.
3 years ago, we looked at Centrum Sene and we
Remember?
said like one day we're gonna be there in Centrum Sene, and that we hadn't even gone away from Kristiansand in that time.
Mm.
To have that vision, you're gonna encounter a lot of problems, a lot of difficulties, and you're gonna have to take a lot of risk. And you have to be uncomfortable with certainty. And if you have family, if you have kids, if you have everything, nobody's gonna want to do that. So I think that, yeah, the whole point is basically that if we do, the prices are like what they are. One, because I believe that there is a unique value in our party, but also because
100%.
we need to justify the business models, and it's all on us.
Yeah.
It's me and you that is putting all the risk. And for the average person that says, oh, I don't want to pay 100 kroner extra, it's like, bro, it's 100 kroner for you. Like, do you know how much money we lose sometimes? But the customer is the customer. That is not your
100%.
problem. We want to make a good product so you can come and enjoy. And if it's too expensive for you, we totally understand it. Then you're not in our target audience. But yeah, the thing is that we do this with a lot of passion. It is struggle, as you saw with the comments. It's like, it's difficult sometimes to react to the comments, to like balance that stuff. It's such a minor thing, bro, because the vision is so much bigger, you know?
Exactly. And there comes you asked two questions. One was what was difficult and what was like you enjoyed. And a part of partying with people, like I'm just want to lay that out. Like it is an honor for me. It is a pleasure because you and I, we don't get out too much, like partying.
Yeah.
And when we get to like share the music, share the joy, share the dances with the crowd, with the audience that comes and party with us, for me and you, that is beautiful. And we're very grateful for each and one of you that comes. So that will be like the joy part. And on top of that one, just to bring this, always spoke about the financial stuff like that, just to bring that down to a positive, it's so fun because we have been kind of isolated and not received so much help. We have learned a lot, and that in itself has a lot of value.
That is true. That has a lot of value.
So in that part is very like, it hurts.
Yeah.
But I think that 1-2 years from now, we will say like, but without that experience, we wouldn't be where we are maybe in 2 years,
Right.
So I like try to see.
So that's the thing you're grateful for.
I'm grateful for everything, man. I'm grateful for everything. There also, of course, I'm still sad because I lost my drive in Stavanger. That's like maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I'm great. The one thing that I'm grateful for, and I agree with you on the if you're gonna negative first, the financial, they're not having they're having too much risk every time you make a party. It is a struggle. I would add another thing to that list, which is I'm trying to think how I'm gonna say it is the right way, but it kind of has to do with. Well, okay. There's one person said to us when we made the festival, one very good friend, one very good person. He said, since this is the first time you're making a festival, people will want to try to screw you over. And that thing, when we learned how the venue system works, I realized that a lot of big venues did kind of screw us over with some pricing points and stuff like that. And that was one of the struggles in 2024. Like some venues, like not wanting to give the email marketing list, even though we made them get money with the alcohol sales. And like we promoted their party. It was our guests. Like it's basically our list, but it was like leverage problems with certain types of venues where we felt like it's not fair. Like sometimes things were not fair with the venues, with some venues, not all of them, of course.
With some venues try to not only did they play a very, put it this way, a very nasty game.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
But at the same time, like, then again, it's of course they are only thinking about making money.
Right. As they should.
As they should.
The
downside then is like, but no, not that downside, because they will always have concerts and stuff like that.
Of course.
But will ParisLatino go back there? That is the question. Who knows?
That is the thing.
Maybe we do, but we'll like that's what I said. Like when we go through bad shit, we learn
100%,
and that is fun.
But the grateful thing, is like all the people that we have got to know.
Oh,
that is one of the things that I'm like, wow, like we're meeting so much cool people. We met our heroes, people that we looked up to, still look up to. Like we have made them our friends, and like getting to know people. And also when people from Europe are talking about ParisLatino, Robert Moore recently wrote to me on WhatsApp. He and Aga were in Granada, and they were gonna be playing.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they met a Spanish lady that was at the party in Tromsø, and she recognized Aga because of his hair in Granada.
What the crazy shit?
Yeah, man. So,
wow.
So he was like, bro, like, this is insane. He recognized Aga here in Granada. And when Beatrice was also coming with Ursula to Oslo, they met a lady in the plane that asked them like, oh, okay, what are you guys gonna do in Oslo? And they say, oh, we're gonna play at this party called ParisLatino. And they said, oh yeah, we're going there too.
Wow.
It was like, for me to hear those stories that people in Europe, in other countries have heard about ParisLatino, and that it's like something people talk about, that to me is like, wow, I would have never imagined it becomes so relevant.
That is a blessing. That is something to feel blessed by.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing you're doing there. There's not
No.
like, that is just a result of what we have done, and of also the connections we have created. Because I'm also grateful for a lot of the DJs we have worked with that were brought here that I've really like. You know when you make a party, you see when a DJ comes for their own benefit, but you know also see when these DJs comes to for the culture, for like for the totality. That's the one thing.
Definitely.
And I agree with you. The people we have met, so it be DJs or folk that we worked with or the audience, so